After the turnover, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Mariota on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Terrell Suggs brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mariota. That's complete to Richard, the running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. One.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Here we go.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Get this ball back with offense. Let's go.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4. Mariota. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota. It's a screen to Richard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They come out here in the eye.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cleveland Farrell in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a carry for Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Slam.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Ready?
Locke now on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Ready. 50, plant. 58, right there. Watch the slant. 25, check 25. Pilot, 64, weak. Check 31. Let's go.
On first down, Locke. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Gordon. And an alley to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 73 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
One. 55. Right there.
First down, Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mariota now from the 50. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Check 45 to Mike. Come on, boy.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
They go play action. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
55, Mike. Let's go. 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Block off of play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3 butt.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. On 2nd and 9, Mariota, and the Broncos get there and take him down. Everson Griffin, his second sack of the night.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Go.
Here's Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. One.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will stop right around the 25. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Now Locke. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again.